What's poppin', boys? We're back in the studio, as you guys can see. Or ladies and gentlemen, of course. Can't exclude anybody. But as I said yesterday, I got what I needed to get off my chest. And now we're gonna be back to work. It's gonna be back to the regular videos. And I'm telling you guys right now, this is gonna be my longest streak of videos simultaneously back to back. I'm not playing around anymore. You guys are gonna see. I'm gonna prove it to you guys. So this video is basically about keeping your promises to yourself. And I promised myself that I was gonna film a video at 1 p.m. It's 1:06 p.m. So I'm pretty much on the money when it comes to this. And right away, instant dopamine rush. Like, I'm so happy that I was able to sit down, turn on the camera, put in the SD card, and get straight to it. Because that's literally what it's all about. If you can make a few of these things per day that you need to do, set times. Setting times is good, because if you just say you're gonna like go to the gym today, it might be hard to stick to it. Whereas if you make it so it's you going to the gym every day at 9 a.m., that's a lot easier to stick to, because it just becomes part of your routine. It becomes like part of your morning, right? You wake up, you brush your teeth, you whatever, and then you go to the gym. And it just becomes ingrained in like your lifestyle. That's the easiest way to keep your promises. But it's so important, because if you can't keep your promises to yourself, then how is anyone supposed to have any faith in you? And how are you supposed to have faith in yourself if you can't even do the things that you promised yourself you would? How are you supposed to achieve anything like that? And the first thing that I would do personally is find a way for you to get what's bothering you off your chest. I made a video. That actually helped me a lot. You guys can make a video, because I feel like making a video about what you're dealing with is a lot like more productive than just saying it to random people, because you can replay that video and analyze what you actually said. So it was basically like a 10-minute deep meditation session, except instead of not talking, I was just talking out loud, which is I'm more on the extroverted side, so it's easier for me to talk than to be silent. But as I was saying before, you have to keep promises to yourself and build that discipline up, because in the beginning it will be hard, but every promise that you keep within like your routine is gonna give you a lot of confidence, because your confidence right now and your discipline skill is probably low. So you have to build it up, and every time you keep a single promise to yourself, it's gonna do a lot, because you're structuring that foundation of your discipline, and you're proving to yourself that you are someone that's capable of following what they want to do. And so many people nowadays, like I just heard one of my friends yesterday say, I'm gonna go to the gym for the next 2 months and I'll be back in shape. And then they just don't do anything about it. And really, what a big differentiator between successful people and people who don't end up achieving their goals is that they keep their promises. It's not this. This is cheap. Talk is cheap. Taking action, like, you don't need to tell people that you're doing X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna make a separate video about this, but actually taking action is better than just speaking about it and saying, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna be in good shape in 2 months. Just actually do it. And once you do it, come back to those people and say, hey, I've been going to the gym for the last 2 months, and actually don't even do that, because that's pretty much seeking for external validation. We don't want that. Just be secure with yourself, knowing that you kept your promise. And also track your progress. This is a great tool as well to like prove to yourself that you're actually succeeding and progressing. If you don't like for me personally, if I didn't take pictures of myself, I wouldn't really know if I was like making gains or not in the gym. But now I can literally go back to like last year this time and I have like a picture of myself and I can see a difference from now. Now I'm super consistent with taking pictures of myself because I'm growing to like how I look more. I really do wish that I was more consistent back in the day of like just taking full body pics because I only have a few. But even for the few, you can tell a huge difference. And that motivates you so much because you know that it was harder to keep those promises to yourself during that stretch of time than the next stretch of time because you built up that discipline. So now, with your increased discipline, you can be even more confident in your ability to progress, and who knows what you will be able to do in the next year, right? 1 year from now, I'm going to be huge by then because I go to the gym at a much more consistent pace than I was going last year. That's 100% for sure. I think I only went like once or twice a week last year. The year before that, I didn't go at all. And like you guys are starting to see what I'm saying now, I think. Once you build up that initial discipline and start keeping those promises to yourself in the beginning, then you'll be able to keep them to yourself more easily and not have to worry about straying away from your goals as much. So keep a clear head if you can. Keep your promises to yourself and you will stay successful. It's really that simple. Think about every person that's achieved success. How they do it? Through discipline and through sticking to themselves and sticking by themselves in tough times. It's really the tougher times and the beginning stages of your development that are the biggest source of character development, if you will. And before this video gets too long, I think I pretty much said what I wanted to say, so I'll be back tomorrow.